have to run.
Oh, are your phone a ring?
But me not answer it.
Okay then, Mr. Markland.
Yes.
What's going on now, yeah?
Yes.
We're going to do a little interview with you. Because we want to know a little bit about you. Ignore the phone ringing. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is about your school days.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
How you end up. Because I think you're born in England.
Right, I was born here and I have 3 sisters.
Yes, so I want to know how...
I'm the first one.
The first one.
And my 3 girls follow me.
So I want to know how you're born here, but yet still your school in Jamaica. Well, so before we get to that stage, how old are you, Mr. Markland, if I may ask you?
By God's grace, this year I'll be 62.
62.
By God's grace. I'm gone 61 already. And by God's grace, I'll be 62 July.
Okay. Are you born in the UK?
I was born in a place named Birmingham.
Birmingham.
West Bromwich.
And what age did you go to Jamaica?
When I was 5.
When you was 5 years old.
I was 5. My sister followed me, Lynette, was 1. No, what may I say? 4. Got 1 year apart. Eileen was 3. And Juliet, my little sister, she was 8 months old.
Okay.
So my mom took us all to Jamaica at the age of 5 at 1965. Okay. And my father was still here. So
you was conscious, you know how what was going on at that 5-year-old age?
No, I never, no.
Understand what was going on.
The only thing I remember when I got to Jamaica, I get a beating.
You got a beating?
Yes, because we went home on a ship.
Okay.
And I remember I was following a man up on the cabin on the last deck. I remember saw my mom coming from me, and she gave me a good beating back down into the ship. I thank God, because if she never catch me that time, maybe I wouldn't be here alive today, because she said I was following a man. Because you know when you pick me on the road.
Yeah.
So she run, come up and grab me. That means the top of the ship at the deck. If you fall over, you're gone into the sea.
Yeah, I know that.
So I remember that beating there. It was a proper beating, some proper slap up. That's the only thing I remember. And one little thing I remember, when my uncle was taking us to the wharf, Southampton Wharf, because my uncle took us to the Southampton Wharf to catch a ship to Jamaica. I remember they want to urinate. And they put a kerchief on the floor and tell me to urinate on it. I remember that keenly.
As a child?
Yes, I remember. That time my head not touch the car ceiling. Okay. Remember that. Okay. There's some things I can remember when you're young, specific.
And that happened on the ship?
No, man. In the car.
Oh, in the car. Oh.
On the way to Southampton.
Oh, right, okay.
It was my uncle taking us to Southampton.
Right.
In his car. And I can remember my mom and all the girls in the back seat, and me and my father in the front seat. And my uncle drive me. And me and my father, they just put me sideways to just wheel.
So where was your sister at that time?
They was in the back seat.
Same way?
Mama, Juliet was a baby, you know.
Okay.
Mama have Juliet in her lap, in her hand. And my other 2 sisters, them in her back seat. Okay. And me and my father in the front. And my uncle drive. Right. That time it was, in 1965. That law never there to tell you how much people in a car. Right.
So you went to Southampton. We were on a boat, the ship from there
to Jamaica.
How long was the journey? Can you remember that?
I have no.
You have no experience of that?
I know I reached Jamaica.
Then
it start growing, the sun hot.
Right. And what age can you remember yourself living in Jamaica?
I can remember from 12 when I started school, month when I school.
Okay.
I can have some good memory from the age of 12. Because the reason why I can remember that age, that's the year when my grandmother died. Right. That's my father's mother.
Yeah, 1.5 is there.
Sadela.
Yeah, I know Sadela. Yeah.
Right. So from 12, I remember that good.
Right. So you can't, between the age of, you go back to Jamaica, hop until the age of 12, you can't remember.
I know a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened. I know with the road, and I know I was very sickly, asthma. Asthma nearly took my life.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to school properly up to the age of 12.
Right.
I was
because
going,
of the sickness that
yes,
you were going
because I reached halfway and not returned back. You know, couldn't manage the journey like my brothers and sisters.
I used to go to school at Mount Vernon.
Right, that's my first school.
And it was a long journey.
Yes, I couldn't manage it, and I was sick a lot. I went to school, and instead of being at the classroom, I feel the principal office.
So how long did you go to Mount Vernon School for before you leave to Cedar Valley?
I spent about 2 years at Mount Vernon, you know.
Spent 2 years, about 2 years.
Because the reason I moved from Mount Vernon is because my mother was contemplating about the journey and the terrain and the hills.
Yeah, because I could say between Mount Vernon School and Cedar Valley School, you're looking at almost the same journey. Cedar Valley could be even a little longer, but it's less hills and terrain.
Yes.
Because from Mount Vernon coming up, it's like you have a place where nobody live, lonely place.
My sort of bush them on a sand ridge and all them places like come up Rose Hill. And some serious, listen me.
Yeah.
When they come like goat, you know. Some place where we climb to go school and we never think it has done. But me no. I couldn't take it, sir, because I look everybody there in front and me behind a blow like feet.
Because when I look back into these things, I can remember you as a boy. Not when I never know you when you was going to Mount Vernon School.
But Cedar Valley.
But when you was going to Cedar Valley School, the things that stand out with me and you is when you're coming from school in the evening and you reach like up a Papi Spence them and when the asthma take you and you lean up on the banking and trying to catch breath.
Yes.
Can you remember anything about that?
Oh God, man, brother, listen me. Let me tell you something. When me I pray to God, you see, me remember everything in my life, in my asthma days coming up, because when me I pray to God and I thank God to keep me and thank Him for keeping me, I remember everything. I can tell you everybody house where me sleeping from bed, from sit, what may I say, from down on Mr. Russell to Cedar Valley, Bethel, to Mount Vernon Gap. I don't think nobody else house left for me not sleeping, you know.
And because of the asthma?
Because anything where the asthma take me, they park up, you know. You understand? 1 week, you know, move.
Yes.
One time I let me spend 3 weeks at my house, you know. The health center out of Cedar Valley there. Nurse Otar. Out of Cedar Valley there. We spent 2 weeks at our house, you know. In a Nurse Otar bed, you know. All them people them was alive, man. When I go to Jamaica, man, I carry down package them the people them.
Big up to the family.
Yeah, man. I say if those people was alive, me personally I take care of them. You understand? And that's the reason when me go to Jamaica, I can't stop giving money. Because me make sure me I go to Jamaica. Me make sure me go to Jamaica National. And me make sure me have 100,000 in my pocket. Because I know say 3/4 it I give away, you know. Because from a touch Cedar Valley I go up. Anybody beg me a money, because me tell you something. I don't think anybody left out there when I have a part to play with me in my sickness. You understand?
No, but in
the I'm talking up to 84. Right. Because 84 I left to Kingston. And when I left to Kingston, that's the time when my life started to turn around. And even when I went to Kingston in 1984, I visited all the hospitals in Kingston. I went to the National Chest. I spent 3 months there. My record in Kingston Public tick like the Bible. I went to University Hospital. And then when I started drive taxi now,
in Jamaica.
86.
In Jamaica.
Right. Then Spanish Town Hospital was on my hospital too.
So hold on, let me ask you. At that stage when you were driving taxi, were you still suffering with the asthma?
Yes, but not as bad because the doctor they told my mom the more I grow, I will grow it out. And that's what I discover right now. Because the more I get older, I realize I was getting less attack. And then what contributed towards that now, medications was available. More medication was on the market that available to me or to every asthmatic that suppress it. So it's like every year you hear that something come out. For instance, when I was going to school, I never used inhaler. Peer tablets. I never knew about fentanyl inhaler until when I went to town, you know.
Right.
You understand? And the inhaler was the biggest thing that come out for asthma people. Because you get asthma attack and you get too puff. Straight away immediately relief.
Right.
Then they come out now with the preventer. So many things come out on the market as the scientists start to improve. And then it makes life easier for all asthmatic. Big up all asthmatic people then, because they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, cause that's why we're talking about this, because you know a lot of people out there who is suffering with asthma even right now and struggling about it. But for you who've been through it for such a long time and suffer so much with asthma, you know, somebody right now who is going through asthma, listen to your story, is hope for them.
Listen, man, let me tell you something. Anybody who has suffered with asthma right now, let me tell you, man, don't lose hope. Because me tell you, look, asthma take me that, me block out, you know. Listen me, one time asthma take me, I sit up at the school. Is a following day, I was looking up at the ceiling in Princess Margaret Hospital, you know. Blackout. My little sister them. I love my sister them, you know, because it's the Eileen, Lynette, Juliet. When the asthma take me, you know, them girls there, even sometimes they make a fun of me and laugh, because sometimes me I grow and me say, Mama, they will come in front of me and like they want to mock me. But away from that, they were there for me. Yeah, my three sisters, they were there. My brother was there.
So you have three sisters?
I have a big sister, but she lives in town.
Yeah. So how many sisters and brother you?
I have 4 sisters.
4 sisters, how many brothers?
2 in New York, 1 in England, in Battersea. And then I have 1 brother in New York. I have 2 brothers in Jamaica and a sister.
So in total is what? 8 of you?
Yes, and I have 2 brothers died.
So you have 8 alive?
Yes. No. 4 sisters, yes, yet alive.
Right. So out of all your brother and sister, is any of your brother and sister them ever suffer with asthma?
Yes, my biggest sister, Merlin.
Your biggest sister, Merlin.
Yes, she have it.
Right.
But she don't have it bad like me.
Okay.
No, I mean, me get the full dose, sir. We don't know what happens, sir. We don't never the old England, sir. Because you remember in the 60s in England here, they have those black fog and thick fog and smoke were going at people's lungs. I hear somebody get them bad sick.
So you have to give God thanks that you did leave at a young age and go back to Jamaica then.
And them bad fog up here, man, and smoke, man. And in the 60s it was coal burning here, you know. Not gas, them gas thing, you know. Coal are burn. And enough people die. You
so
know?
Anyway, we're going to wrap up this one because I want to go into your Christian life. So but what I want to talk about is some about your life growing up in Cedar Valley School.
When my life growing up in Cedar Valley School, my head was crick. Yes, my head was crick. That was a good thing about me. My head was quick, but I never liked maths.
You never liked maths?
No. When maths come around, I me. And one more thing I never like, composition, I never like that one there. Okay. When maths and composition time, then they get panic. So
the asthma never trouble your learning then?
No, because I get homeworks, and when I can't be in the class, my teacher would still give me my homework when I go home and do it. And sometimes I don't present my homework till 3, 4 days or a week. Okay. When I feel better when I go back to school. You understand? And I was a good reader. You know. But maths and composition are not for me. Right. I mean, like the maths. The only thing we can remember about maths are algebra.
So how was your friendship at school? Because you know, sometimes when you're growing up as a boy growing up and you're going through sickness, other children will look at you and they will mock you and jeer you. What that was like when you was growing up in school, school?
No, I never had a problem with my schoolmates.
You never had any problem?
No, especially the people up at Mount Vernon Gap, Cedar Valley, Mangaro, and you. I don't have a problem with schoolmate them. That's how we grow
like one.
We grow like family. Darrell Watson, Marva them, Beryl them. It's like they were sympathy for me.
That's why we have to ask these questions, because we was rapping now on school days and you would coming up and
man.
You know, we get our lunch money go to school and we buy marble with it and you play marble and take your must put your money.
Well, me used to spend my money for my lady the pudding. Miss Evie. Tidy. Yeah.
Miss Granny.
Yes, as tidy whistle. In that time, hold on there. Them time it was penny. Penny, yeah,
because I used to carry chop-ons. I used to get chop-ons for lunch.
Yes.
I used to get chop-ons for lunch, and chop-ons is like 3 penny.
The amount of pudding on me right now. The amount of pudding when we eat that woman just pudding. And you know, me used to like butter pudding. You know the when they make the pudding, it have that little creamy part on the top of the pudding. I like when it's giant, the creamy part. And the part
nice. Man, we talk about.
Yeah, man. I tell you, man. We used to choose what side of the pudding we want, man. That part is the cream.
The wet top one.
Yes, man. Wow. Yes, man. But my school days was good and I always away from my health. But brother, I just thank God to be alive, you know, because right now I've seen people. Listen to me. I went to Kingston Public Hospital. 6 people were sitting in a room. I remember the specific. I was driving yellow cab at that time. And the taxi parked out at the front. I went there 9 o'clock in the morning. And I was there till 11 o'clock in the night. I get 1 adrenaline first, and every half hour, they give you an next adrenaline. So when I get the first one, then the doctor check your chest. If you're wheezing, they get the second one. If you're still wheezing, you get the drip, what they call it, with the amantadine. And some people call it saline. One lasts for 8 hours. And we get 2 at 16 hours at, you know. 6 people were beside me because all the asthmatic, and then put them in the room because they class us as emergency. And I came out about 2 o'clock in the morning. That time we don't think about gunman and nothing, you know. Because them days I was good.
Yeah, them days I was good.
Because I turned the passion time, you know.
Yeah.
And
anyway, I don't want to stretch out this video.
And just because that's a quick one. When I went back the following week, I was told that one of the man that was beside me, him died.
Oh my God.
And he was asthmatic too.
Wow, so you know, God was on your side.
Yeah.
And this is what we're going to go into the next video, because we want to talk about how you react with the Christian life, how did you get saved and stuff like that. So, you know, basically we just here talking to Mr. Markland about his life and his asthma and how we get through it up until these days, because for somebody who was born in England in the summer part of life where England was dark like midnight.
Yep,
when I come here, I hear that we don't see anything, because when the bus used to run, I used to have to walk with a light in front of the bus.
Yes, man.
And I think that's where you're born. When you're born here, that's
in out of it.
Yeah. So, you know, you make it through asthma and you manage to go to Jamaica and survive through it. So
and start my life there.
Start your life. So I want to say a big respect to you and a big God bless you to you. And I said, thank you for every person who watched this video. Don't forget to like, share, comments, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You don't miss any video that goes up. So tune in and we will catch you on the next video. We're going to go into Mr. Markland life pertaining to him and God, because God done a lot for him during his asthma. So now he's still alive. He could have passed and gone already, but God still give him another chance.
Yes.
So now we're gonna talk about his Christian walk of life. So tune in for that one.
I can't put this one. I want to show them my pastor. Before you start that one, let me show them that they can see this how come my life gets serious about Christian. Because you need to turn it to one.
Yeah, man, we're gonna do all of that, man.
Yeah. It pertaining to this because this is a true. This is what we get with true conversion. Somewhere around here. Yeah. Well, I can just link it up with this. Yeah.